Here are some practical tips for mediation that your lawyer probably won't tell you. Bring something to do. It's very much hurry up and wait. So when you get into the mediation, if you're the petitioner, the one who filed the lawsuit, generally speaking, you're going to go first. And if you're working with our law firm or other good lawyers, you're going to start the day with your first offer ready to go. And so when you get in there, you're going to be like, here, mediator, here's our spreadsheet, here are our terms. We've already talked this all the way through, and you're going to hand it to them by like 9:30 a.m. Then they're going to go over to the other side who's processing this information for the first time. They're going to take forever. It is going to feel like forever. Think like 2 hours maybe. And so you're going to have this big space of time. Hopefully at this point you're working with a lawyer you like, because you're going to be sitting in a room with them either on Zoom in a virtual breakout room or in real life. And you're going to be sitting there with them. And I tell my clients, bring a book, bring a magazine, bring some work to do, something to keep your mind occupied, because otherwise you're going to be like, stressy, okay? So bring something to do. The other thing is, hopefully you go to a mediator's office that has really good snacks. This is one of my favorite pro tips. If I was a mediator, I would have a fridge full of every kind of sparkling water you can imagine, every energy drink, every healthy snack, every junky snack. So hopefully you're going to one of those mediators. There are a bunch of them in Austin and San Antonio. They will give you lunch. So just one thing for you to think about is they will order lunch from somewhere. If you have a lot of dietary things, you may want to communicate that ahead so that your attorney can tell the mediator's office that you can't just eat at Jimmy John's because you're gluten, so that way they can accommodate your food stuff ahead of time. The other thing is, some of the things you normally do, try to do them in mediation. And what I mean is, as far as your practical needs, drink a lot of water. Don't have 4 coffees if you normally have 1. You will start to get the shakes, feel weird, feel claustrophobic, and want to get out of there. And the final thing I'll tell you as a practical tip is to bring your patient's pants, because you are going to feel antsy. You will say at some point, why are they taking so long? We go fast. Why are they taking forever? That's the nature of it, because they have to align with the settlement just like you have to. Sometimes it takes longer. And know your audience. What is your spouse like? Are they the sort of person who takes forever to process? And when you try to talk to them, they're going to think for 30 minutes about what you should eat for dinner. They're not going to show up at mediation and all of a sudden be decision maker sort of folks. So know your audience, bring your patient's pants. And I'm really talking to you guys particularly about this one, because sitting still all day in one room for a lot of you fellas is not something you're used to doing. You're sort of got all this energy, which I love. It's awesome. And at mediation, you may start to feel stir crazy. Knowing that in advance, utilizing the tools that are available to you to center, and remember, you're here to get a deal done. You don't want ants in your pants to make you leave the room too soon.